Hello everyone, I hope you're all having an amazing day. For today it's Tuesday and it's still 10 past 10. It's sunny outside. Woo! But today's going to be a reading vlog. But it's going to be a 24-hour one or just one day one. I've decided to plow through, obviously enjoy, but I feel like I really need this today. All the graphic novels and comics that I want to get to this month, and I've just decided to read them all at once. The main reason for this is because I feel really unmotivated to read, and I'm reading two books, the Full Disclosure, as well as Black Sun, which is in my bedroom. They're both books that I usually don't read, like fantasy and YA contemporary, so it's a bit harder to get through and I'm feeling myself getting a bit like demotivated. So I've decided to take one day break, and I'm going to be reading 7 graphic novels. Is it 7? I have 6. I think it's still going to take some time. So these are the ones I'm planning to read. I'm trying to get to these books. So that's Witch Planet, Black Panther, Yop City. I always wanted to get into big, like, chunky graphic novels, so this is going to be the biggest challenge. Also because it has a really unique art style that I think is very outside of my comfort zone, so I'm super excited for this one, and I've just been intimidated because it's so thick. Oh, I'm still eating my breakfast. But I just wanted to film it while the sun was out. I got really obsessed with Minecraft adaptations, and this one's written by Sarah Graley. Yeah, this one's really short. Witchy, I got this one in the mail yesterday. It's blurred by Noelle Stevenson, and it's a bit of a thicker one. It says 1 on the bottom, like it's a series graphic novel, or graphic novel series, but I couldn't find if there's a continuation. The art is really intricate and cool, so I'm excited for this one. And then we obviously have Bitch Planet, which is the second volume, the second Bitch Planet volume. And Black Panther is actually the graphic novel that I hear most people recommend from Marvel. Interesting. So these are the ones I'm gonna get to today. This is my favorite breakfast, just a scramble of stuff, coffee, and I'm watching Sunny. I'm trying to read more nonfiction, and I've been loving what I've been reading so far. So I just love that they're putting up a video about this because I really need more. More. So I've only read 2 issues so far, or like 2 chapters. I'm gonna start the 3rd one soon. I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna look up what the Black Panther is actually about, because I've seen the movie a couple years ago, like when it came out, but I have no fucking clue what's going on in like this comic. I am so lost, and I mean the art style is amazing. The color scheme, or like the color choice, is brilliant. Everything is so good about this, but I don't know what's going on, and it makes me work through it very slow because I literally have no clue. Like, I'm so clueless about it, and it really jumps from all these different settings with all these different characters super fast, and I just don't see the connection. Like, we will spend like basically 3 pages in one setting, and then it's gonna be like a new setting, so it's just a bit all over the place and I'm confused. And I'm gonna go look up a summary, a synopsis of, I didn't get any of this from what I read so far. Okay, interesting. So this is just some insider extra information I'm gonna talk about. So I realized that there's a character in here called Shuri, and I just ordered like a couple of weeks ago this comic that Nedi Okorafor has written that is about Shuri. It's called Shuri, and when I read the title it was like Shuri the search for the real Black Panther or something like that, and I was like, well duh, Shuri's connected to the Black Panther when the title literally says it. But I just wasn't prepared for that, and I had no idea I ordered more Black Panther comic content. I just thought it was like, oh, Okorafor has made like a graphic novel or a comic, and I got super excited, but it's Black Panther related. Hi, you like my book? buddy. I just finished issue 3 and I enjoyed it more, but I still have no clue what's going on, and there's only chapter 4 left and I'm so confused. So much confusion. Okay, let's chat about the Black Panther. I didn't get it at all. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know how to explain this book. I'm not even sure I can, like, distinctly separate the characters. Like, it just flew right over my head, and if you can explain this to me, I will be so grateful. But I think also the characters are confused what's going on, and like that just adds to everything. But I feel like in this one, the Black Panther is really seen as the villain. Am I wrong about that? And it feels very much like that technology that Wakanda has created, or because of this material, I forgot what it's called, they are expected to have a more progressive, or maybe even like Western standard of thinking, be more developed in their mind, just because they develop technologically. And it's sort of that war, which is what the Black Panther is fighting, I think, against the indigenous belief, and maybe like the more primal, like, I don't want to use those words, but I feel like that's the best way to describe what my impression of this was, because I didn't really understand what the villain was, but I also think like the characters didn't even know what they were fighting. But the Black Panther killed, like, or Chala, is that his name? Killed, or that's maybe the word for king, I don't know. Killed like a lot of innocent people is what it feels like. So I'm just like really conflicted about how to feel about the Black Panther now, because like I feel like we were supposed to like him, but I'm not sure I do, or maybe I just misinterpreted this whole book, and maybe I need more backstory. But I think this is the place to start with Black Panther, which is what confuses me. But yeah, I really like the technology of Wakanda, like it's really cool, but it's very much sort of like a backdrop. But I'm very interested in reading more about like the points where indigenous wisdom, nature, and technology meet, because I think like that's the lifestyle and we have to inhabit in the future, and there's a lot learned from that, and I like reading books that centers those two themes together. I've talked extensively about this book now, and it's so short, so let's move on. You wanna be part of this too, buddy? This little color party? So I'm gonna jump into Aya, Life in Yop City. There are more volumes of these actually. So the first one, there is a preface in the beginning, kind of explaining the historical context of this book, how it started with all these French companies coming in to the Ivory Coast and exploiting the people, the plantations there, with coffee beans, bananas, like all these different things, and how it pretty much depleted the land and society, even though the country grew economically, and the resentment of the French culture after they left. And this takes place in 1978, and you follow our main character Aya, and it says in the back, Ivory Coast 1978, it's a golden time, and the nation, an oasis of affluence and stability in West Africa, seems fueled by something wondrous. Aya is loosely based upon Marguerite Abouette's youth in Yop City. It is the story of the studious and clear-sighted 19-year-old Aya, her easygoing friends Ajua and Bintu, and their meddling relatives and neighbors. It's a wry soap opera revolving around the simple pleasures and private troubles of everyday life in Yop City. So it's actually historical fiction. Yeah, I'm excited. Let's just start and see what happens. It also has a character map. I'm taking a short break from this one, and I'm gonna read this one now. So I'm about halfway through Minecraft. Called Minecraft Volume 1. It's just that we follow our main character Tyler, who moves to a new place, and he's struggling to like fit in, but we don't see much of that. We just see him coming home and connecting with his old friends, through Minecraft. It is really cool. It's kind of, it does remind me of Glitch a bit because it's also sort of like about friendship, and here's like a spread where he logs on and he joins. I've never played Minecraft, so. And then here you can see all his friends also logging onto Minecraft, and then they're in Minecraft. So it's like, it's funny because it's almost illustrated as if they're meeting in real life, but obviously it's just all online. I really like it so far. It's only like 80 pages, I think. Okay, I just finished this one, Minecraft, by these three authors, the creators. I'm gonna give it like 3.75 4 stars. It's a bit cheesy. It's quite predictable, but I thought it was fun. And as someone who's like hasn't watched Minecraft, played Minecraft, I think that it was very enjoyable, but I think also you'll like it more if you have played Minecraft, because there's probably like loads of tidbits and like fun things you can pick up on if you spend more time in the universe, you know? I think there's a second volume that I definitely will be reading. Hello! And also in the back, it says like, read the official Minecraft novels, and I'm making myself way through those. I still have 2 more to go. I think in the beginning it was using the word dude a lot, and I was like, oh no, is this what it's gonna be? Hey Lilo! Just your ears. And it spends a lot of time in the game. I think it would be nice to have like a few more scenes outside of the game, because pretty much all of the book is in the game. It turns a bit gay at the end, which we're always here for. We love that. It's a fun time. Also, I've come this far into Aya. Thoughts? It's very much a drama, like soap opera. It's just about the drama that goes on between all these characters, and I'm enjoying it, but I have decided to read like 50 pages every hour so that I can actually finish this today. So that's how like I've divided it up. Oh yeah, it does have like domestic abuse and a lot of hitting of children. And I think it almost illustrates it a bit, like the illustrations are a bit comical in those scenes, which I feel like is not so good. Like it's not as serious, and also Aya is not really such a distinct character, like, and she's not the main focus in the drama. She's kind of like the person observing all the drama and the person people go to. But now I think I need some food. I still have coffee left. Oh my god. Look at that child. It looks like a full-grown man. I'm like this much through, so not even halfway, but oh, this book is so heavy. It's really heavy. It's very entertaining. It's drama. It's very real, very entertaining, but yeah, they're also struggling with like real important issues, but it is very much like a soap opera. There's different things in this book that like annoy me. For example, there's all these characters always say like, oh, why don't you show some respect, when they themselves are the ones that are not being respectful, and that happens all the time. Yep, the drama's fun. I think maybe though I'll just read like halfway on this and then maybe I'll finish it tomorrow, because I'd rather get through like more of the graphic novels than end up reading all of this one. I switched over to reading Bitch Planet. This is the second volume, but I'm gonna eat a little bit and I'm gonna watch some Skins. I am on the 3rd generation now. I actually skipped the first one and went straight to the 2nd generation, and then I'm watching the 3rd generation now. Maybe I'll go back later, but yeah, it's a good time and I need a break from all this reading. I am like 2 out of 5 issues through Bitch Planet, and I don't think I've talked about this one for a while now. It basically takes place in the dystopian world where men rule and women are oppressed by all the ways women are oppressed today, but to really the extreme. So it's in this like extreme capitalist misogynist world, and you kind of follow these women who are in this women prison in this spaceship, sort of. It mostly follows how the society and the men ruling, mostly white men, are so scared of women who have power over themselves and women who have agency. It's a bit slow. I gave the first one 3 stars. Like, the whole concept is amazing, and it really makes me just so fucking pissed when I'm reading it. but it's a bit slow. I don't love the art style. I feel like the story is never told the way that I feel like it should be told, or like in a different, with a different plot maybe. But the world is really great. The characters are just amazing, and this was published in 2017, I believe. So I don't know if there's more volumes coming out, but maybe this is like the conclusion. And I still have like all of this to read, and it's already soon 7 o'clock. In the middle of these two, haven't started this one yet. So I started Witchy just to get Oh Who's by Ariel Slamet Reese. So I started this just to get an idea of like how I should plan the rest of my day of comic book reading, so that I'll like keep myself engaged. And it turns out I love this book. It is so good. I'm just starting the second chapter, and it's like this fantasy world where the longer hair you have, the more magic you have. It comes to a point where like you have so long hair that you become like a danger to the society and the world, and they kill you. And so our main character, her father got like taken from her very young, and because he had such long hair and so like powerful magic. And so she grows up the majority of her life without a father. She goes to school, and everyone there wants to become like some sort of knight. And knight are the people who like keep the society the way it is. It is also the people that protect the society, and they're also the people who like basically kill people if they do get long hair. So everyone in her school wants to become a knight, and she like doesn't at all because she knows what they did to her father, and she hides how long her hair is. Like her hair is exceptionally long, and she has very powerful magic, but she keeps it a secret because like she doesn't want what happened to her father to happen to her, and she kind of just stays away from all of it. So like she puts her hair in a braid so no one can see it. And I just love our main character. I think she's amazing. So far, like, the supporting characters don't seem like stereotypes, which I really love. Like, I think the last couple of graphic novels and comics I've read, the characters have been very stereotypical, like, in, like, the good and evil sense, and, like, the typical tropes that these characters exhibit. But this one, I feel like they're more complex characters, like, even the people in her school. I would recommend this if you're looking for, like, graphic novel with a magical school element. I recommend this one because you also get to see the classes and stuff. But yeah, I have only come like this far into it, so we have a lot to go, but I just want to keep on reading. I'm really intrigued. So I finished Bitch Planet Volume 2. And I think this one's better than the last one. The ending was really shocking. So was the first ending. I feel like there should be more in this series. Like, I really want to see what happens, but I'm not sure if we're getting it. I think I enjoy what this book gives me, and like the commentary and what makes me think about, more than I enjoy the experience of reading it. Like, I think I give the first one 3 stars, but I think I was mentally more ready to read it now. So I'm gonna give this one 4 stars. I think it resonated more with me now. And I really wish more people would read this one, because I think it is one that could appeal to a wider audience, and that it has really important discussions. And there's even a discussion guide at the end of the book. This one also included like intersex and trans narratives, which I really love that part of the book and the commentary on that. So all in all, really good, great experience. Happy I finally got to it. It's been on my shelf for a long time, you guys. The way that the men try to pick up the women in this book is just like fucking ridiculous, and they always think that the women owe them something. But this guy says, "Hey sister, you're as pretty as a cocoa bean drying in the sun." She's like, what is that supposed to be? What? Sleeping in my book, baby. It's the next day, and I'm planning to watch some Disney Plus. And this is my very sad breakfast. Didn't have any food. Felt sad. That's why I'm using the Slipknot mug. And also, didn't finish these two, but I don't have much left in this one. I think I'll at least finish this today and read a bit more on that. I'll make it a 24-hour reading vlog. I think I started this reading vlog around like 11:30. So I think I'm gonna continue until then. So it's like a 24-hour one. Could be fun. Yeah, I went on a skin spree yesterday. I just ended up watching like episode after episode. And oh my god, I just have to talk about it for a second because, you know, Frankie is like the main, not the main character, but like the person we start with in the first episode. So every episode is like dedicated to a person, and Frankie starts at a new school, and that's kind of like how stuff begins. And Frankie, she wears like underwear typically made for boys, like she wears suits, she keeps her hair short, like, and she used to get bullied at her last school for, I don't know, calling her names, calling her like trans and other stuff as an insult. And what happens when she comes to the school is that she kind of becomes friends with this like really popular group of 3 girls, and they change her clothing style like to look more like girly or whatever with dresses and everything, and she just changes her clothing style and she's happy. And I'm like, she's trans, like that was a great opportunity to have a trans narrative, and like who she was just like completely erased, and the story just goes on, and like that part of the story just never redeems itself. But like, what the fuck, like that was like a great opportunity for the creators, like that, because they always have all these different characters who are struggling with different things, and like, I mean, she struggles with a lot of different things, but just like, why? You know? I'm really, really pissed at that. Because I feel like as a young trans person watching that, you might be like, oh, I just need to conform to my gender. Which like a ton of people do. Oh, so pissed. Look at her face when she enters his library. It's like wild ecstasy. And then she picks up a book and she just sniffs it. Love it. I finished Witchy and it was so good. This was so good. This is definitely like a 5-star. I enjoyed it so much. Towards the end, I'm like, why isn't more stuff happening? I feel like there should be more action, and it has to be this is like the first one in the series. Like, first off, there's a number 1 at the bottom, and the ending is super cliffhangy. And there's so much world building to be done, and then we get so much like history, and it's such a sort of epic fantasy world. So I just can't wait to see what more it has to offer. I think it's gonna be really good. But I've been looking everywhere online. This was released in 2017, I believe, and there's still not a sequel. Could take like 4 years to make a graphic novel. It seemed like it started as a webcomic in 2004, and it was released as a paperback in 2017. And it says it's ongoing on Wikipedia, and I found a website for it, and yeah. It's a webcomic, so I'm thinking maybe they're gonna be released somewhere. The second one too, slowly. Maybe they already are, and I need to find a place where I can continue. Ah! Hi, so I'm back from the eye doctor. Do you say that? Is there a name? Probably. Like, I also picked up a package. Turns out I don't need like stronger reading glasses, but I need like normal glasses. It's a very low subscription, but still kind of sucks. But I always wanted like these big square glasses, so I got me one of those. And I wanted to open this together with you guys because I got the Shooty comics, which was they're very thin. I actually considered just continuing this vlog. Wait, let me see what I got. Ooh! Here's the first Shooty comics. I got them both. There's 3, I think, out. So that's a little haul for you. I was like considering continuing this video because I haven't finished Aya, but I think I'm just gonna end it here, keep it short and sweet. I don't have time or energy to edit any long. It's probably like 30 minutes. I mean, like, not long. So I ended up reading just 4 graphic novels. I thought I was gonna get through so many, right? I've gotten more than halfway in Aya, but I think I don't want to stress through it, you know, like I just want to enjoy it as well. So far, Aya, I'm really enjoying it. I really love like how much we get to know these characters, and I'm like very invested in the drama that goes on in Yop City. Witchy, wonderful, 5 stars, highly recommend. And I'm a little bit bitter about like how I love this so much, and yet there's like no more to read. and it feels really incomplete. Like, be prepared for that. When you read this, it's very incomplete with the ending, but it is because it's going to become a series. Minecraft, I mean, I really liked it. It was cute. It gave me exactly what I wanted. It doesn't really have so much depth, but it was like a sweet young adult. Also love Sarah Grayle's writing. I think I've come to realize that like her backgrounds aren't really that good, and it's just like the characters where she shines. But I got another recommendation. Sometimes they have like recommendations in the back, and there's one called Space Boy by Stephen McCraney, which looks really good. Oh, and there's Zodiac Star Force. That one's also really good. Black Panther. Looked up what it's about. I still don't get it. So yeah, tell me what it is about. But I gave it 2 stars because of that. But I think in essence, like, it's very well constructed. The art is great. It's just maybe not for me. I haven't read like a lot of Marvel and superhero comics, and I don't think they're for me, and I think that's why. Bitch Planet, better than the last one. This is just, I feel like I could talk like on hours about everything that's discussed in this one with someone. Just, I will show you one spread that is just hilarious. Like, it is just the epitome of like misogyny. Like, it's just, but then it's all about these powerful women like rising up. So here is this like, is she a feminist? Do not approach her, she is dangerous. And then it's like how to spot a feminist, and it's just really good. What to look for. A non-compliant woman hides in plain sight. She could influence your daughter, your wife, she could seduce your son, or you, if you're not vigilant. Be on guard. Look at how she carries herself. Is she stooped over, weighed down by concerns that female brain is not equipped to handle? Or does she stand tall, defiant, perhaps bolstered by dangerous incendiary? Temper, yeah. She wears glasses, maybe contacts, possibly neither. She may wear a prescription she doesn't need in order to appear scholarly. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, this vlog. I hope you enjoyed. Give me some graphic novel recommendations by Black authors that you enjoyed. I know First Second has a few. Wishing you all the best. Sending you love. Bye!